Good morning again. We get into the conversation for this week. So last week, there was some photo trending on social media in Port Harcourt of a guy and his bride. They got married, and the figure there was about 20,000 naira. And then people started to ask questions. Is it even possible? How did it happen? Now, I went to find out, and I brought him to the studio. His name is Ani Nnamdi. Good morning, Nnamdi.
Good morning, Enoh.
He's here. He's wearing his rings. He's got a ring on it, so he's married. So it's not a fluke. It wasn't for the gram. It wasn't for likes. It is what it is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Enoh.
You got married on the 4th.
Yes, absolutely.
7 days ago.
Yep.
Okay, so Valentine will be plump.
Lovely.
All right, so let's talk about how you're able to pull it off. I mean, tell us first of all. So the photo we saw online was at the court, what do you call it, the registry, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you went to the registry and you paid how much?
I paid 15,000 naira statutory fee, 5,000 naira for form, 500 naira rather for form, then another 5,000 naira for what the registrar called drink money. So in total,
they're
I
celebrating
spent,
with you in advance.
Exactly. Even though I didn't see the drinks anyways.
It's not for you, it's for them.
So in total, I spent 20,500.
Okay, 20,500.
Yes.
And it was shocking to many people. So what happened to the other one? Because I know that in this part of the world, a lot of people like to do the English traditional wedding as well. So what happened with that one?
Yeah, I think this registry wedding I contracted has taken care of the white wedding. Okay. I'm not gonna do that again.
But a lot of people will argue that usually it's the bride that wants that. So your bride's name is Clara. What happened with that?
Oh, I think we're on the same page on this. Yes, we had this discussion way before I proposed marriage.
Okay, so they say in Africa, when you get married, you don't just get married to the girl or the guy, you get married to the family. So I know that during traditional marriage rites, the families have a role to play. How do you navigate that?
Okay, talking about the family, of course, it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy convincing
Okay.
them that we are jettisoning white wedding. But along the line, they bought the idea.
No, how did you do it? How did you? We need to know the formula.
All right, the working formula. Yeah. All right, so I had the discussion with my mother-in-law. So I actually traveled to the village with my wife to discuss with her. So she was like, you guys are going to do white wedding. So we are trying to discuss the church and all that. So I told her, Ma, I don't think it's necessary. I and my wife will discuss and agree that we are not going to do white wedding. We are just go to the registry and get married. So she posed some form of opposition at some point, but along the line she saw that our minds were made up. So she didn't have any other option than to key in.
Your people.
The same thing. My father is an elder in the church, elder in the body of Christ. My mother is a deaconess, so you should know what happens.
No, we want to hear some of the things they said.
All right, so my father particularly said, well, I'm not gonna have it. You must do a white wedding, particularly in my church. I won't want to mention the name of my church. So so I told him that we've agreed that we were going to jettison white wedding or rather church wedding. So at some point, we didn't talk for a while. My father, we talk almost every day, 2 times in a day.
People were quarreling.
More or less, we are fighting more or less. For 2 weeks, I didn't call him. He called, I tell him that, I'll call you back. And I won't call back because I know the discussion was going to border around
church wedding.
But after some 2 weeks, I didn't call him. I didn't take his call. Or when I take the call, I will tell him I will call back. So at some point, he now told me, okay, whatever you people agree on, just go ahead and do it. That was it.
What about the deaconess?
The same thing. My mom and my dad, they work exactly. So they pose a single front. So I had to deal with the front as one.
What about your friends? Because I know that, the boys, they want to, have friends to the girls. I mean, they're waiting for, Clara, on your wedding day. Hey, I'm going to.
Okay, this what we are talking about here is white wedding.
Yes, of course. That's why wait. Let me remind you how it's done here. So they'll rent a hotel first of all, and they'll have the ladies. Yeah, they'll have the ladies in one room with their robes and some rose petals. They'll have the bride in a separate room I mean, it's loud.
Just waste. To me, I consider them waste. I told you we had this understanding with my wife that we're not gonna indulge in waste because it's not necessary. It is not. Let me even shock you. It was my wife that proposed this initially.
She broke.
She's not. She's not broke. She can't be. She proposed it. She was like, "Babe, we're not gonna do this. This is what I want. I want a simple thing," and it aligned with my own view about marriage. So I had to buy the idea.
This is really strange. That's why we're talking about it, because I mean, there's a variety of events before the actual event. Then after the event, they have an after party, and after the party, there's a whole party. So what happened with that?
I think with regards to white wedding, the discussion is ended.
Okay. So after the registry, how many people were there with you?
10 persons, including myself and my wife,
so
and the photographer.
10 all.
10 in all.
Your parents there?
No, I did not invite them.
The quarrel continued.
No, we are fine. You know, there are other things they can participate in. I don't think there's need traveling down from Abia State to Port Harcourt for a registry marriage. No, it wasn't necessary.
What about the traditional part? You sorted that out?
Sure. I did that.
That cost you 20,500 as well.
No, not at all. Of course, you know how we marry in this part of the world. You go for introduction, you get the list, you cost the list. If you want to pay in cash, you pay, or if you want to bring the items, you do. So what I did was I actually paid substantially in cash, and part of it I brought the items, particularly for the women. You know, women are very strong.
That's what I hear.
Very powerful.
That's what I hear.
They told me, young man, you cannot give us money. We don't want money. We want the items. So I bought them, put them in the boot.
Took them there. And
they
everything
confirmed that they were all good. So that was it.
Okay.